Have you ever seen the look in an athlete's eyes when they're pushed to their absolute limit? At the WTT China Grand Slam semifinal, Wang Chuqin was in that exact state. He'd just finished both mixed doubles and men's doubles matches, standing at the table with exhaustion written all over his face. Across from him was 20-year-old Xiang Peng, young, fiery, hitting forehand after forehand with raw power. When Xiang Peng took a 2-0 lead, the entire arena seemed to pulse with the energy of a rising star ready to make his mark. For a brief moment, a flicker of doubt passed through Wang Chuqin's eyes. Maybe part of him thought, let the younger generation take over. But in the next instant, he discarded that thought entirely. Next up, he would face LeBron. Was Xiang Peng truly ready? The Chinese men's team could not afford another upset. What followed was a contest that went beyond mere victory or defeat. In the decisive set, even on the brink of exhaustion, Wang Chuqin refused to call for a timeout. Not out of oversight, but as part of a calculated test. With every movement, he was paving the way for his junior teammate, deliberately mimicking the style of the upcoming opponent, LeBron, and silently sending a message to Xiang Peng. If you want to beat me, you'll have to do it under this exact pressure. Watching the live broadcast, I imagine many fans were on edge, feeling both the strain of Wang Chuqin's fatigue and the suspense of whether Xiang Peng could seize this rare opportunity. But youth has its price. When it came to the crucial points, Xiang Peng couldn't hold up under the pressure. And in that very moment, you could see Wang Chuqin's eyes change, shifting from hesitation to unwavering determination. He knew that this championship would have to be defended by him, the veteran. In the end, he won, exhausted to the point of barely standing. But this match had no losers. Wang Chuqin defended the present, and Xiang Peng glimpsed the future. This is perhaps the most moving form of legacy in Chinese table tennis. It's not about simply stepping aside, it's about standing here with everything you've got, and only by truly beating me can you take up the mantle. Stories like this unfold every day in the Chinese national team. And we all understand, this relentless combination of mentorship and uncompromising competition is exactly why Chinese table tennis will always inspire trust. Some say that China's absolute dominance in table tennis is gradually fading. Ma Long's presence is slowly receding. Fan Zhendong is competing overseas, and young talent Lin Shidong has been inconsistent. That sense of security, being able to watch a match from the first round knowing the outcome was all but guaranteed, seems to be disappearing. From the very start, China's young players were dropping out, leaving fans holding their breath, fearing the championship might slip away. During this period of transition, Wang Chuqin has almost single-handedly carried the men's team flag. The weight on his shoulders is immense. Before the Paris Olympics last year, he was still the kid who could lean on Ma Long joking around with Fan Zhendong off the table. Back then, he only needed to focus on himself without worrying about team responsibility. But now, with Ma Long and Fan Zhendong stepping back from the world rankings, he knows he can no longer afford to lose. For many, China winning in table tennis has long seemed a given, and even minor mistakes can draw harsh criticism. Liu Guoliang has admitted that he struggles to accept losses because no table tennis fan can bear failure. Think back to 2016. Xu Xin lost by 2 points in the second round of the men's team final against Jun Mizutani and faced lasting criticism. But in 2019, with Zhang Jike semi-retired, Ma Long recovering in the US, and Fan Zhendong struggling with form, Xu Xin carried the team alone, battle-worn and injured. Everyone saw the pressure he faced. Now Wang Chuqin stands in that same position. In recent years, foreign players have made huge leaps in strength. At the Paris men's singles, Wang exited in the round of 32. To outsiders, this might seem shocking, but the opponent he lost to went on to become the runner-up at that event and second at the Olympics. Losing to such a player is hardly unforgivable. Just as no one criticizes a player for losing to Zhang Jike, Ma Long, or Fan Zhendong, Wang Chuqin, wearing the national colors should not be dismissed entirely for a single loss. That defeat in Paris became a turning point for Wang Chuqin. For the first time, he truly felt the weight carried by his predecessors. There was no one behind him to rely on. If anything, he may more than anyone else hope for the rise of the next generation. Fortunately, this Grand Slam saw many promising young players. Chen Junsong, who defeated Tomokazu Harimoto, and Xiang Peng, who'd reached the semifinals, showed that new hope is on the rise. Looking ahead to Los Angeles in 3 years, fans hope even more young players will step up and share the burden, and that Fan Zhendong may have the chance to return to the stage. Only then can China's table tennis supremacy continue.